The music for today, you need to press a button down here, which is going to bring up a different view. This is the score, produced, of course, by the marvellous cpdl.org, who are just an amazing resource. They have so many scores on there for free, and we owe them a huge debt of thanks and gratitude. And this is the James Webb edition of this beautiful piece. Now, as promised, I'm going to play it to you all the way through from the beginning. And if you'd like to follow along with the score on screen, and when we get to the end, I'll start at the top. We'll look at the soprano 1, then 2, then alto 2, tenor, bass, and then we'll sing it all the way through. So if I can give you your notes, everybody, those who wish to sing along. So it's bass, tenor, alto 2, alto 1, soprano 2, soprano 1. You may prefer to listen, or you might want to have a go at sight reading. Entirely up to you. But here is, for the first time, Lotti's Crucifixus for 6 voices. Now that's a lovely piece of music. It really is. Lots and lots of great clashes. It's very much Baroque, mid-Baroque. This will have been written sometime around 1700. Of course, Lotti, although he was Italian by birth, actually spent a lot of time in Dresden and really absorbed a lot of that German tradition. And so his is one of these great styles that crosses several different styles and genres. So let's begin with the first soprano. Quick sip of drink. Now, overall, please, everyone, Crucifixus, rolled R's, if you be so kind. Got a bit of ice, pardon me. So when you sing this, we want a nice tight Crucifixus. Lotti's done all the work in terms of where the important beats, the stressed beats, are placed. You've just got to make sure you sing it with lots and lots of drama. So we're in after 1, soprano 1, it goes 1, Crucifixus, 1, Crucifixus. So we're aiming each time for the fe of Crucifixus each time. Let's sing that with the recording. There's the notes. Here we go. Soprano 1, deep breath, and 1. And 1. Lovely. So being really careful about that semitone as you come down. Now we're at bar 6, bar 6, bar 7, bar 8. You don't sing. Your next note is a C. Now you've just sung a C sharp, so if you can keep that in your head, that's useful. But Lotti's going to do all sorts of things harmonically underneath to try and put you off. Your next note is there. Okay, so let's have a little listen to what happens in this space when you're singing. And then you come in, you sing. So that was bar 9. etiam pro nobis. Making sure you're smiling as you're singing that so it lightens that sound. Let's sing it, please, with the recording. Nice deep breath and etiam pro nobis. Lovely. Now, your next note is there. You've just heard the tenor coming in on a D there in bar, what is it, 11, 12. You come in one tone and an octave higher. And you need to come in after 5 beats when you've finished nobis. So if we come in after 2, 1, 2, etiam pro no. Excuse me, let me just get that right. So just notice the note actually changes from line to line, even though it looks like it's tied. Etiam pro nobis. Listen to that sung by the singer. Going back now to etiam pro nobis. Here we go, and etiam pro nobis. So I think perhaps the trickiest bit is just noting that although that note looks like it's tied, that's to do more with the word rather than the note. Etiam pro no. And then semitones. This one in particular is very dark to there. All right, so let's move on. We then have Su Pontio Pilato sung by the rest of the choir. It sounds like this. Okay, so that's a nice D major chord. We come in at the top there on that nice tonic note and we sing Su Pontio, Su Pontio Pilato. Okay, so let's just look at that again. Su Pontio, 1, 2. Su Pontio, Su Pontio Pilato. I got that rhythm wrong first time I sang it. Lato is what's there. And always aim for the Pontio Pilato. Again, Lotti has done all the work here in terms of where we put those important notes. So let's go back and let's go from the first Su Pontio Pilato, which you don't sing. This is the upbeat to bar 19 here, when the sop 2, alto 1, alto 2, and tenor sing. And we'll come in bar 20. Here we go. Deep breath. 1, 2. Su Pontio, Su Pontio Pilato. Lovely. Now the second soprano sets us up with the D. We then need to come in on the E flat to create that amazing clash. This is a real hallmark of Lotti's writing. So we come in on that E flat and we sing 2, 3, passus. 1, 2, 3, passus. Pa with a drop jaw and sus pushing the lips forward. Okay, so each time you're holding the long note for a total of 6 beats, 6 quarter notes, 6 crotchets, and then coming down to the sus. So it's a drop jaw and pa, sus, putting the S cleanly at the end of the line. So let's run up to that, shall we? So we're going to go from the start of bar 25, which is 2 bars before we come in. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Then 2 bars. And then we sing 1. Now you heard there, we're coming down. Straight down that B flat major arpeggio, and then down to the A, and then you kind of push through. So you get a sense of the sun rising at the end of that line. And then just to finish off, passus et sepultus est. Let's sing that last phrase together, shall we? First sopranos, there's your note. Nice deep breath, and one. Slowing. There we are. So that's the first soprano line. We'll sing that all the way through at the end of the session. Let's go back to the beginning and have a look at the second soprano part now. I'm just going to make that one slightly louder. Thank you, Liz, in the comments. It is a gorgeous piece. It really is. People are talking about tea. I'm going to have a quick sip of my tea. I've got ginger tea here. Warming. Okay, so same start really in terms of the lyrics. Crucifixus. Except instead of being up on the F, we're here on the D. So let's have a little listen to the second soprano line from the top. It goes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. So it's all D's, E's, and C sharps. So your first entry, Crucifixus. So sing it with me, and 1. Crucifixus. And then the rest of the choir carry on. 1. Now you then echo the first soprano. It's exactly the same line. It just starts a couple of bars later. Crucifixus. So you hold cru for 3 beats, chi for 2, and fixus at the end. So let's sing that Crucifixus. This is the one in bar 5. Let's have a little run into it, shall we? Here we go. Deep breath, and 1. Now, this next entry is a little bit tricky because you've got to go from that note to there. You've got to just have your wits about you. Take your note from the basses if you need to. It's an octave higher. So we come in 2 beats later. So it's 1, 2. Listen to those pitches. 1, 2. 2, 3, off. Let's sing that with the recording. In fact, let's have a little run into it. So just a couple of beats. Here we go. Lovely. We hear first sopranos above us. Now that's a trickier entry there. It's one of those, you kind of got to know where it is. It is hidden in there in the harmony. Let me get the score up here. So it's 1, 2. Sing that with me, please. Second sopranos. 1, 2. Super. Now let's have a run into that. So we have a chance to practice it. We've got quite a wait after we finish our first nobis there in bar 11. So let's go from that point. Here we go. And 1, 2. And then a new section. Suppontio Pilato. With me. 1, 2. Suppontio Pilato. Again, Pontio Pilato. Let's sing it with the recording. 1, 2. Suppontio Pilato. Lovely. You can hear how much emphasis I'm putting on the la, and then the toe is much, much choir to give you that sense of that chapel sound. We then have a long section with the rest of the choir, and then you can see here in bar 24 seconds, we start a long, languid line. So let's have a listen to what leads into there. That top note's important. And before we look at the next bit, it's just a whole lot of counting, really. In bar 24, you need to come in on the D, but the first sopranos actually give you that note just a couple of bars before. Okay, so you hold Pa, the first note, for 3 beats, the C for 3 beats, Sus is 1, then up to the D again for 2, and then the C is held for 5 beats before dropping to a B flat in 29. So just be careful about that. Let's sing with the recording from that passus. Absolutely beautiful line. So let's go a little bit before it. Here we go. Deep breath, and 1. Now we need to leap up to an E, and we sing passus. So the first note of Pa on that E is 4 beats, the D is 5, and the C sharp is 3 beats. Let's sing that, please, from bar 30, 2, 3. Good, and again we're leaning into that clash with the rest of the choir. So let's sing that, please, coming in straight on the E. 1, 2, 3, and 1. And now you come in on the same note. It's 1. That's quite unexpected. That took me a couple of goes. Let's sing that together. And 1. And again, Paul is the important note because it's the long note and it's the beginning of the bar. Sing that with me, please. Second sopranos. And 1. Excellent. So let's sing that. And 1. Lovely. Now you'll hear the first sopranos carry on. Take that, and then they land on a B flat. We then pick that note up here on the last stanza. So it's 1. Making sure you're smiling on that F sharp because that's the tierce Picardy. Okay, so let's sing that. And then 1. Last line, so important, slowing down towards the end of et sepultus, and you can take a little breath after passus and go passus et sepultus, that really crunchy chord, to lean into it, and then the resolution should be like the sun coming up. There we are. So that's second soprano. Let's nip back to the top and have a look at alto 1. So again, this opening together, Crucifixus. Same emphasis as everyone else because we're singing what's known as homophonically. That is where it's a chord rather than the interweaving lines of polyphony. So let's have a listen to your opening line, altos. 1. So Crucifixus, Crucifixus. Let's sing that with the recording. Are we ready? There's your note. And 1. 1. Lovely. Now that A needs to come in. It's the same note we started on. So you count 5 and you sing effectively. It's a 1, 2, 3, and then a 1, 2, 1, 2. Listen to that again. 1, 2. Okay, the no and bis are 2 beats each. Let's sing that with the recording. Lovely. Now we're back to that A again. Okay, all F naturals here, so all those notes are right in the middle of your power zone, so make sure they're absolutely lovely. Let's sing that, please. Altos from bar 11. Ready? And... 2, 3. Excellent. Now, this amazing clash, which moves to this chord here. You follow the first soprano line, which gives you the A. You get all the nice notes there. Let's sing that together from bar 15. Ready? 1, 2. Excellent. Let's sing that with the recording. Then picking up underneath the second soprano. Let's sing that with the recording. Here we go. After 2, 1, 2. Again, lots of la, less to. Okay. Now you then have a bar and a couple of beats off, whilst the rest of the choir sing. It sounds like this. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's quite right. So I thought I was doing alto 2. Wishing my life away. Now you need to come in here on that A. Same note we started on alto 1. We sing passos. Excuse me. The frog in my throat has made a reappearance. Pardon me. Tell you what. Let's let the singer from Patchway sing it. Here we go. So it is 1. Oops. Nope, that's not the right button, Ben. So it's 1. Each of those notes, those long notes, are 3 beats and they go across the bar line. So let's sing that together. Here we go. After 1, 2, 3, 1. And 1. And then you pick up from there. That's a nice line, listen to it. So just be really careful there. It's quite easy to begin with, but then drops by a semitone and then a tone. Let's sing that together, please, altos. 1, 2. Super, super stuff. Don't let the fact that there's E flats going on beneath you. It's definitely an E natural there, okay? So let's sing that, shall we? Let's go back to the long passus just before. Ready? After 1, 2, 3, 1. And then very dramatically. Okay, in the context of the harmony, it's absolutely lovely. Let's sing it. Ready? 1, 2. 2, 3. And then. Gorgeous stuff. Excellent. And then et sepultus. Sing that with me. And 1 et sepultus. Excellent. And then to the end we sing et sepultus, et sepultus est. There's your hemiola for those keeping track. So back to bar 35, please. Alto 1 and 1. Et sepultus, et sepultus est. You hold that for 6 beats, and then to the end it's just et sepultus est. And it might look like a really simple line, but that is the really crunchy part of that lovely clash. So really dig in there, please. Alto 1. Okay, fabulous. Back to the top. We are halfway. Let's have a look at Alto 2 now. So from the top here, Alto 2, let me just get the file a little louder. Oh, there's lots of false relations in this, everyone in the comments. Loads and loads and loads. Lovely and clashy. Okay, so it is 1. Crucifixus. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Crucifixus. Let's sing that with the recording. There's your notes. 2, 3, 1. Crucifixus. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 1. Crucifixus. Lovely. So bar 10, it's 1, 2. That's a really nice line coming in, and the last note of bar 10, it's 1, 2. Sing that with me, please. Alto 2, 1, 2. Glorious stuff, creating some gorgeous clashes there. Now, going on, we have a little bit of time off. We follow Alto 1 down there into bar 17, and we pick up on that E with a 1, 2, passus. Okay, so what I'd like to do, let's see, whereabouts are we? Let's sing from that nice Etiam pro nobis here in bar 10. We'll go into it slightly. After 2. 1, 2. Oops. My apologies, everyone. I was in the wrong place. Let's go back. Let's do that Etiam pro nobis. Let's go straight in. There we go. A 1, 2. Etiam pro nobis. Lovely. Bar 15. 16. And 1, 2. Excellent. We then pick up an F sharp here and we sing. Sing that with the recording, would you please? So it's a 1, 2. We come in on an E, which is a really nice clashy note in the next bar. So it's 1, 2. Passus sub Pontio Pilato. Just watch out, the difference between the E natural and the E flat is really, really essential. So sing it for me, please. Alto 2. This is bar 23. Ready? 1, 2. And then excuse me, I completely fluffed that. So just listen to those pitches. This is the last note of bar 26. 1, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's go from that. So Pontio Pilato here, the upbeat to bar 27. 1, 2. So Pontio Pilato. We then sing 1 and 1. It's all about that low A there. So it's 1 et sepultus, et sepultus. So starting there, let's sing it with the track. So it is 1 et sepultus, 1 et sepultus, and then et sepultus, excuse me, et sepultus. A hardest part there is going up to the B flat to the E. It's quite emotive. So let's go from that et sepultus, last two notes of bar 36. 1, 2, so after 1, 2, 3, 1. Et sepultus, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, sest. Good, and then that's a really, really nice line. So from passus, it is 1 passus et sepultus est. Let's sing that, shall we? Whereabouts are we in the recording? Okay, so we're going to pick it up in bar 40. Passus et sepultus. 2, 3. Oh, that is just gorgeous. There we go, everyone. That is the alto part. And back to the beginning for the tenor. We're doing very well. Obviously, this is not going to be a half-hour session. So let's have a look at the tenor part. So we start here, and we sing Crucifixus, Crucifixus, Crucifixus. Okay, lots and lots of A's, B's, and C sharps at the beginning. So let's sing along with that, shall we, tenors? So after 1, there's your note, and 1. Crucifixus, 1. Crucifixus, Crucifixus. Then we go up to the D and we sing Etiam pro nobis. And that might seem tricky. Let me get that right. Oh, excuse me, that's not an E. I was reading the wrong line. Etiam pro nobis. Let's sing that with the recording. Here we go. After 3, 2, 3. Etiam pro nobis. Lovely. And then we pick up this figure which we've heard in the other parts. It's 1, 2. Etiam pro nobis. Okay, so the no is 6 beats, and the beat at the end is 3. So Etiam, let's come straight in. So after 2, ready? 1, 2. Etiam pro nobis. Lovely. Then it is 1, 2. Sub Pontio, sub Pontio. So those notes again. that's really quite nice and I think fairly straightforward. Now we carry on with the rest of the choir, and we're going to come in about 5 bars or so. Now listen to the second soprano. That note's important. Then it's 1. So relatively simple line, as long as you can catch up with where you are. If you follow that second soprano line down to the C in bar 25, and then you come in on that C in bar 27, so it's a passus, nice and simple. And then the basses sing a G, which you come in on bar 29, so it's 1 passus, and then it's a leap of faith up to the B. Being aware of the tied note across the byline, which creates that lovely suspension there. Okay, now we're approaching the end. The basses sing et sepultus. Sounds like this. Now, if you heard that soprano, that's important because your note is an octave lower, and we sing 1 et sepultus est. Let's sing it together. And 1 et sepultus est. And then carrying on. Passus et sepultus est. With that lovely line. That's the clash. And then sweetening on the last note. Let's sing to the end, shall we? Let's go back to the et sepultus here in bar 36. So there's your note. So it is 1 et sepultus est. Passus et sepultus. And one more to learn before we sing it all the way through. It's the bass part. So back to the top here and basses. So it is 1 crucifixus, 1 crucifixus, crucifixus. Sing with me, please, basses. Here we go. And 1 crucifixus, 1 crucifixus, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now up to the B flat. This is a little bit tricky because it's a tritone, so it takes a couple of goes before you're happy with it, but let's sing it along with the recording. Ready, 2, 3. And then another tritone cutting underneath the C. Nobis. Sing with me. Ready, 2, 3. Nobis. Now up the octave. Nobis. You'll be experts at singing tritones at the end of this. Listen to that again. 1, 2. Just be really careful of that B natural to the F sharp. It is only a fourth. Okay, so let's sing from Etiam. Ready? 1, 2. Etiam pro nobis. 2. Suppontio Pilatus, suppontio. So those pitches one more time. Okay, nice and gravelly there, please, basses. Now, the next entry. Again, all the tritones. So the bass is Suppontio Pilato, passus, passus. Okay, let's sing that, please. Here we go. There's a little bit of a run in. 1, 2, Suppontio Pilato. The octave, it's 1 et sepultus, 1 et sepultus est, and you just hold that D to the very, very end. Let's sing that, please, basses. Here we go, bar 34, after 1 and 1 et sepultus, 1 et sepultus, 2, 3, 4, 5, tus est. There we are. So everyone, thank you so much for being here and learning this with me. We're going to sing it all the way through from the beginning with all the parts turned up, and feel free to sing along whichever part you like. And of course, this resource is here for you to use whenever you wish to come and learn whichever part takes your fancy at that particular point. If you're a member of a choir who have found this because you're singing it, well, do send it to everyone else in your choir. I hope you found it helpful. So from the very, very top, we're going to have the basses, the tenors, the altos, the alto 1, soprano 2, soprano 1, lots and lots of beautiful Italian chapel singing. Here we go, after 1, ready, 2, 3, 1. And there you have it. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed learning that one.